Scene start. A dramatic, tight close-up on the face of an ICE agent. His expression is stoic, unreadable. The sound is muted, replaced by a low, tense hum. Quick, rhythmic cuts flash across the screen. The golden eagle on his badge, the stark geometry of a border wall against a vast sky, and a sea of anxious faces in a crowd of immigrants. The cuts accelerate, building a sense of disquiet. On-screen text appears in bold, white letters against a black screen. What if the enforcers had the same secret as the enforced? The rules appear etched in stone, broadcast in the clear, unambiguous language of federal bureaucracy. A scroll through official government websites and policy documents reveals the foundational requirement for those who wear the badge. It is a clause repeated across agencies, a pillar of the system. To enforce the laws of the United States, you must be a citizen of the United States. The text is presented with digital precision, clean and authoritative, leaving no room for interpretation. This is the official stance, the documented reality of federal law enforcement. It is the bedrock upon which the entire structure of immigration control is built. But what lies beneath the surface of that official identity? Imagine a life lived in the margins of a sworn duty. We see glimpses, fragments of another existence, rendered in a soft, dreamlike haze. A faded family photograph, held in the agent's hand, shows smiling relatives standing before a landmark in a distant country. We see his finger tracing a line across an old map, a journey from a foreign town to an American city. In the quiet of his apartment, a drawer is opened just a crack, revealing the corner of a non-U.S. passport, its cover a deep, unfamiliar color, quickly hidden away from sight. These are the whispers of a past that complicates the present. The paradox unfolds in a stark, parallel narrative. In one scene, the agent is the embodiment of authority, his voice firm and professional as he processes a family for deportation. The fluorescent lights of the detention center are harsh, casting long shadows. He moves with practiced efficiency, a cog in a vast machine. Simultaneously, we see him at home. The harsh lights are replaced by the warm glow of a lamp. He speaks on the phone, his voice softer, the language not English but the mother tongue of his hidden heritage. The camera pans across his small apartment, revealing cultural artifacts and decorations that tell a story of a different homeland. A life lived between two worlds. This stark contrast raises an unsettling question. We are inundated with images of deportations, of families separated and lives upended. News cycles are filled with the consequences faced by those who cross the line. Yet, a search for accountability on the other side yields nothing. We see graphics of blank newspaper pages, the cursor blinking on an empty search bar displaying the words, "No results found." Where are the public cases, the official inquiries into the backgrounds of the enforcers themselves? The silence is deafening, suggesting a discrepancy not in the law, but in its application. Who polices the police? The final sequence begins. The agent stands before a rain-streaked window gazing at his own reflection as the city lights blur behind him. It is a slow-motion shot, heavy with unspoken thoughts. For a fleeting, surreal moment, his reflection morphs, replaced by the face of a worried immigrant, one of the many he has processed. The image shatters as a drop of rain runs down the glass. The camera pushes in for an extreme close-up on the ICE badge pinned to his chest. Fade to black, scene end.